Alright, welcome back to another Ergo Benjamin video here. We're going to be talking about Ergo, talking about CyberVerse, talking about CyberVerse, we'll be talking about EGIO, we'll be talking about tokens, all that cool stuff. Just to get straight into the video though, we got Ergo that's been bouncing around kind of like a bouncy ball lately. It's a slow decline down, but I do see faith of consolidation maybe. That only holds as long as Bitcoin holds, I think. And, well, reaching any lower than 157, I think could be bearish. Obviously, that was reached kind of early on in the bull, so that's probably a correction. And multiple lower lows, lower highs. What we really need is some year-to-date. You know, at least like this, it looks a little bit, not really like a recovery at all. It looks almost like a correction from here to there, but realistically, I mean, this could be an upward trend in the whole grand scheme of things. It doesn't take much to get a little bit of traction, and then boom, we hit 5. Boom, we're at 6, 7, 8, and it could go like that, right? As of now, though, not really looking super hot, not really looking super great. We can check out the actual trading view indicators real quick and get a look on that. Let's get a look on that real quick. So looking at trading view, it looks like we need to clear our drawings, need to add our indicator. You guys need to know how to do this. This is basically how you do this. Fib. And so yeah, so 162 was reaching down to the lows. Now we've hit some of those bigger targets on the red. But yeah, there's a lot of potential here. We're at kind of the top of the chart, so I think we have to move a little bit higher into that 170 range. Otherwise, hitting 160 looks hitting 160 looks pretty dangerous, all things considered. Or dropping below it, just because the next level is like down here and below that here and below that here. So very, very steep, which means the markets are very, very fragile right now. So that is something good to keep in mind. As far as the Sigmaverse goes, looking at the portal to the Ergo universe, I would like to look at Padia and talk a little bit about the tokens there, right? So obviously, if we look at projects, we're able to see, well, the D app, I guess is what we want to launch. We're able to look at all these tokens though, right? And maybe this would be good to get in, hold on, get in Spectrum Phi, which recently just had their IPO. Not really sure if that's significant or not, but it's something that happened. So I couldn't tell you how their token is doing right now, but if that was something that you guys are interested in, we definitely can look into that. Actually, where is it? Not sure where it is, but one CYPX is worth, or one ERG to one CYPX is worth 638. So the ratio is 1 to 638. Looking at that chart, we see that over the day we've got a 2% gain, which is a strong indicator for CYPX going up. Still the same story over the year. Actually, we have to switch the ratio, never mind. We're down 1.96%, and over the year we are down 72%. And the same story goes for EGIO, which is even deeper in the hole. So yeah, that's what the situation is looking like right now, right? So how do we get out of this murky water, right? How do we get tokens to actually gain value, right? Because I think that's the name of the game. And I have kind of it's a really three-step program, but it'd probably be good if people actually watched this and then retweeted it and talked about it and maybe thought about it in their own minds. Basically, what I want to do is I want to structure kind of a, so For the Pedia DAO toolkit, Ergo Games has a few tiers, and this is not really a shill, but I would still be bullish on Ergo Games just for this very reason that they could be in this type of market. And this is more of a illustration of where they can be and where they're not yet, but just the potential that they have, right? So EGIO has platinum tiers, bronze tiers, silver tiers, any tier that you really want, right? We use those tiers, we give a percentage based on that tier as a bonus in the Bank of Siberia. Obviously, CYPX doesn't have any actual rewards yet, or actually things you can do with it. That I know of, but I'm sure that betting will come to CyberVerse, and I'm sure that and you already can use CYPX as a betting instrument in the Ergo betting area, I think. But no, anyways, the important thing to remember here is that looking at utility options, which I think is the greatest thing that comes to Ergo, is that CYPX can be used for a lot of different things, and mostly that comes, I think the biggest of those will probably come with gambling from inside the game. I think multiplayer combat really could add a lot of uses to CYPX. Upgrading characters, upgrading stats, fighting bosses, using CYPX to do that. That itself is kind of crazy, but the best part is about this is that there was a way for EGIO to piggyback on that in a constructively mutual beneficial way. That Ergo Games users or holders can actually benefit off a increased APY percentage potentially, and CyberVerse holders can actually get their game on the website, which probably was already a constructed deal, but they can work on actually implementing that game onto the website and sitting it on Ergo Games, as well as the fact that it doesn't show the price of this token, but it'd be hard to actually, I don't know where the actual white paper for the token is. You probably can find it real quick. And then in exchange, they can get that plus, some extra benefits. I can't think I had a bunch of them in the top of my mind. I just can't seem to think of them anymore. Here we go. White paper. So yeah, CyberVerse, the vision, play to earn. There should be play to play, but then play to earn. Maybe that's something that's in their thing. But tokenomics. CP purchase real estate, citizens, pets, and more with your earned CYPX. So that in addition would be a bonus to holding EGIO just to up your rewards of CYPX. Fees incurred in the game such as leveling up, claiming rewards, and more. Looks like you can send CYPX like that. You'll need CYPX tokens to buy some drops, for example, pet or audio NFTs. Fees for upcoming events. Holders wait 300 drop really consume serum. Hatch eggs or upgrade citizens with upgrade parts. Getting access to VIP places by buying a ticket. Option to enable fees on entry for other players. Fees will go to a state owner directly. So entering other people's apartments or areas. There is a token supply of 570 million CYPX tokens. Man, that's a tongue twister right there. But if you look at the total tokens here, it still says 850 million. That also is not accurate. If we go to the Ergo Games website, that number is way different than what it says here. So their max supply is actually 580 million, which is only 10 million more than CYPX as a total. Token address is TBA. Looks like the stake around holds 116 million. Liquidity, DAO, marketing, airdrops, liquidity farming strategy, in-game allocation. Looks like that holds the most tokens, 205 million tokens. Mission frequent daily, monthly, daily. DAO, liquidity farming on Spectrum. So yeah, hit me if I'm wrong, but I think that's an amazing idea in itself, right? Obviously they have some stuff going on with the staking. So it looks like there's a bank Cyber staking contract. Looks like you can put citizens in here and get some serious CYPX out of it. That's what's that, 45,000? Yeah, crazy stuff. Marketplace, you can actually buy, it looks like these NFTs on the marketplace, museum, cool stuff going on there. Club, that'll be more CYPX, Elite's room. Go to the owner of the club and discuss businesses in the cities. I'm guessing buying a club will also cost CYPX, so extra benefits. Citizens, human male, human female, monkey, robot, serums, body parts. It doesn't matter. This is just a way to increase both EGIO and CyberVerse, get a more concrete partnership going there, because as it stands as a whole, I think the whole industry right now could benefit from some collabs, partnerships, in exchange to get this game accessible to more people, because I know that it's only accessible on PC right now, which I think is kind of a small marketplace, considering there are quite a few people that also want it on Mac. Anyways, before this video gets too long, that's the end of today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.